Hi everyone, I'm going to start presenting my screen. Hi everyone, so first of all, nice to meet you. I'll present, as Robin said, the Google Search by Publishing program, its benefits and its resources. First of all, let me introduce myself. So my name is Lydie. I'm a senior partnerships manager at Google for over 3 years now. I'm based in Dublin. Prior to Google, I was a senior account manager at Pintrip on the buy side. Right now, I work with about 14 channel partners in EMEA, especially in Southern Europe, Central Eastern Europe, the UK, and the Emirates. The agenda for today will cover the overview of the GCPP program, the Google Certified Publishing Partner Program, why you should work with a Google Certified Publishing Partner, and what are the benefits overall of working with a GCPP. So let's start with the GCPP mission, right? So our mission is to create a program and community of trusted channel partners offering unique solutions, thought leadership, and quality service to publishers to develop and grow a high quality network. So for Google, this mission means that we're committed to work with trusted partners that have a unique value proposition, a quality service, and also a close relationship to Google. And I'll elaborate more on that in the coming slide. And first, what is a Google Certified Publishing Partner? We'll call them GCPP for this meeting because it's a long acronym. But basically, in a nutshell, a Google Certified Publishing Partner, a GCPP, the company that we've reviewed and has proven to be an expert using Google products and that provides publishers with innovative solutions and services. Internally at Google, we have a strong and thorough vetting process to make sure that only the partners that meet our high standards are certified. Refinery89 is one of them. What solutions do they usually offer? So the solutions that GCP usually offers are extensive, and they're not limited to what you see on this slide, but these are the main ones. So the full service of AdOps implementations and testing. Usually GCPs are expert in mobile, web, and app and responsive design development. They provide a full service on mobile app monetization, video as well, user acquisition, user re-engagement. They're also experts on content moderation. They have tools for content moderation and customization of ads. So we really want to make sure that we work with experts in their domain so that you can lay back and focus on what really matters for you while experts work for you. So we encourage you to team up with a Google Certified Publishing Partner with a GCPP, and I'll explain now the reasons why. There are three main reasons. The first one is that you need support. So many publishers want additional support so that they can focus on doing what they truly enjoy, which can be, creating amazing content. And the idea behind the GCP program is that while you're focused on what you're specialized in, GCPPs like Refinery89 can focus on what really matters for you and for your business, which is making more revenue, optimizing your network, etc., to provide a sustained quality network. GCPPs also help you breaking down the ecosystem. We all know here that the ecosystem we're in is really rapidly developing, and there is always updates and things change and turn around from one day to another. So working closely with the GCPP is an advantage because they work closely with Google, so they know the latest update. They can share with you some updates and tips that we share with them ahead of time, so that you're aware of things before even your competitors who don't work with GCPs are. And they're also familiar with the common challenges that publishers face, and they can help you remove any blocker. They're very experts, and they work with an extensive number of publishers. So they have a lot of experience in the most common challenges and blockers, and they can help you move faster. And the last one is to look for the badge. So if you wonder who is a GCP, how can I find a GCP? Well, Refinery89 is one of them. And basically look for the badge on marketing comms. So that can be on LinkedIn, that can be on the website, on marketing documents. But we have ongoing trainings and exam. This is something I really want to stress. We have ongoing training and exam to make sure that GCPP stay up to date. So we don't just give a license to a partner. We really vet them. As I said, we have a long internal process, application process. We review them. Many teams review them. We vet them, and then they have to actually pass an exam. After the exam, they get the certification if they pass it. And then they have regular training and exams. So when you see a GCPP, they really deserve their license because we do regular checks to make sure that they should keep it. And yeah, so when you work with a GCPP, you know that we are working with an expert on AdSense, Ad Manager, and essentially AdMob as well. I'm going to share now a bit more details on why you should work with a GCPP, but bring it into a bit more details. So the first one is that, and I think I mentioned that before, you're obviously an expert in many areas, and that's why you're in the room. But GCPPs are masters in their area as well, which is optimizing your revenue, optimizing your network, and helping you grow. And so we trust them. So you should trust them as well to optimize your content and to grow your revenue. They also receive insight, they receive tips, as I said. So you're always ahead of your competitors. And I think it's great because it allows publishers to just lay back and use the time to focus on their content and know your priorities, while the GCP handles the more complex work, I say, and also like specific things that we're going to mention after, like policies and things that no one wants to deal with, really. In others, so 95% of publishers say that their Google certified publishing partner is important to their business success. 84% of publishers are very satisfied overall with their GCPP, and 73% of publishers count on their GCPP for all the sales support of their business. But also 91% say that their partners reply to non-urgent questions within 1 or 2 days. So very quick reply from GCPPs. 89% of publishers feel that their overall frequency of partner interaction is just right. And 88% state that their quality of partner interaction is excellent or good. And we do get this data very often because we send so these are a part of trainings and feedback after trainings, but we also send feedback surveys to GCPPs often so that they can also share their feedback on the products and help us improve our products or services. So their collaboration with GCPPs for Google is very important in that sense as well, but it's a two-way collaboration where they also get to share feedback and they also get to influence Google products and how to improve them. I'm going to go over the program benefits now and what's kind of like behind the scenes that you guys don't see when you work with GCPP that happens between Google and the GCPP that has a direct influence on your business. So GCPPs have a lot of resources from Google and, as I said, a privileged relationship with Google. So they have an assigned strategic partner manager, which is myself in this case, or Refinery89. They have access to Google product managers. So for example, in June, hopefully I get better and I can travel to Madrid to meet Refinery89 and I'm going to bring a few product managers with me on different topics that matter to their publishers. And this product manager travel is basically from different places in Europe or from the US to meet Refinery89 and know what are the blockers and how we can help, Refinery89s and their publishers grow. So this is a very privileged relationship that we have, that Refinery89 has with Google, because, exclusive access to product manager is not given to any partner. We also have regular business reviews. So we have bi-weekly meeting. We have a quarterly business reviews. And then every 6 months, we have a bi-yearly review, let's say, which reviews this past 6 months, the first 6 months of the year, and prepare the H2, which is the 6 months coming for the year, and how to best support the publishers. The second one is the technical support. So GCPPs have early access to Ad Manager announcements, and they have insights into Ad Manager product roadmap. So once a year, we have a roadmap for the whole year that shows the new products from Google, the optimizations. Some products have disappeared. And so GCPPs have early access to these features as well. They're invited to exclusive product betas and alphas as well. And they have access to revenue opportunity dashboards. On the alphas, I know that in this specific case, Refinery89 was in 2 alphas this year, that then translated to beta and the general availability. But it's always good to be working with a partner that has access to alphas, because you're really ahead of everyone. Like the timeline for an alpha would be months before it goes into beta. So you would be really ahead of time compared to your competitors that are not working with this publisher, with this partner. So they also have educational training, so weekly Google Ad Tech updates, customized training programs, and also an exclusive access to training and information platform that I said as well. Exam to rename CD test class exam once a year. And lastly, they have, so we give them the badge, we give them extensive resources. They have specialist opportunities. So as I mentioned that they meet project managers, they also meet specialists from different teams, technical teams, for example, or teams specialized in privacy or in pricing rules, for example, and they have access to them and they can meet them. They can also so they have a section on the portal, on GCPP portal, where they can share case studies. So if you have a case study that you have a success story that you want to share with Refinery89 that you had from working with them, you can be featured. Your company can be featured on the Google website via Refinery89. In this case, they also have access to Google branded marketing materials, and they're invited to Google events in person as well. And lastly, I'm going to summarize what I said here. So at GCPP, so my advice is you should work for GCPP. GCPPs are Google's trusted partners. They have high quality support from Google and a privileged relationship with Google. They have access to specialists. As I said, ongoing Google direct support and partnerships, and early access to Google featured and exclusive alpha and beta.
All right, Lydie, thanks so much. Thanks so much. You're getting a round of applause over here.
Oh, I can hear it.
Well, I don't know if the audience has some questions, but I noted some down. And first of all, I wanted to ask, maybe you could elaborate a little bit more on sort of how big the GCCP program is. How many partners does it have? How many partners are there, for example, within Europe?
Oof, me on the spot now. I can't remember how many partners we have. There is a lot. It's a big program. In Europe, I wouldn't know in EMEA because we work in EMEA, my team and I, so we don't work for Europe specifically. There's a lot. I'd say at least in the past 2 years, the growth has been over 200%. So there's a lot. There's a lot of GCPP. It's a big program.
Yeah, yeah. Lee, maybe you can close your presentation so the audience can actually see you full screen again, like you're here in person. Okay, and so thank you. And something else that I wanted to ask you to maybe elaborate a little bit on is you mentioned that we have bi-weekly meetings with you. We have the QBRs, we have the H1 and H2 plannings with you. Especially when it comes to the bi-weekly meetings and perhaps the QBRs, maybe you could elaborate a little bit more on the kind of topics that we discuss.
Yeah, sure. For bi-weekly meeting, how I cover is that so my point of contact, I think usually it's you, Robin, as well. But like contact that we come with, like there is like any, first of all, like if there's any case study or success story from a publisher, share it. I would share also case studies and success stories from other publishers from the same market or from other markets in the US, for example, or APAC. We would also review any challenge, any blocker that a specific publisher has that I can help with. And then I would also suggest, and I can also bring the specialists that I mentioned, I can bring them as well in the meeting. So these are the top topics of say optimization tips, updates, industry updates, Google updates, challenges, and
Yeah, a pretty close relationship, I'd say, or collaboration. All right, and well, something you haven't mentioned, but I of course know that exists, is that we as a partner and as all partners, we have a quality score. Could you maybe elaborate a little bit on that? What is a quality score for a GCCP partner?
yeah, the quality score is actually crucial for GCPPs. And a partner that doesn't have a quality score, and I'm going to explain what it is now, can lose their GCPP license. So the quality score for us is the combination, and there's a bit more factors now recently, but the quality score as we know it is a combination of the spam rate and the termination rate. So that a partner gets from Google. So if a publisher gets terminated by Google, that would impact, and they're linked to a partner, GCPP, it would impact the GCP score. You guys have a really good score anyway, but this is something that we really look at because there is more programs beyond the GCPP, and this is something we really look at. And it's very important. Like, this is one of our main priorities, to make sure that we work with partners who really enhance a healthy ecosystem.
Indeed, indeed. Okay, and well, final question. Well, maybe not the final one that I noted down, but at least maybe you could also or share some insights, your personal insights on what are some of the common mistakes that you might have seen over the years, making high quality publishers having made that have actually negatively affected their monetization.
Yeah, I'd say from my experience, and you see that it comes to market as well, like depending the market, you see more of more or less of them. But I'd say publishers who don't have a pricing strategy and don't know what they're doing in terms of pricing, that would be a common mistake that we see. Viewability, not prioritizing viewability and not understanding why it's important. The third one I'd say is not allowing more open bidding demand. Sounds simple, but many publishers don't actually maximize their open bidding demand when there is many opportunities. Secure signals as well, not allowing secure signals. I'd say innovate with new formats. There is new formats, and Robin, yourself, and the Refinery89 team, that when we meet, there is some new formats that come in alpha or beta that you're testing. So I think it's good to be testing constantly new formats. And I'd say the last one would be not reviewing actually two more, not reviewing your protections and not reviewing your policy center. Yeah, that would be the main one.
Yeah. Just so we're clear for our publishers, everything that Lydie just mentioned, we do that for them. So you don't need to worry about that. I'm just going to quickly look towards the audience. Oh, wait, go on.
Yeah, sorry, I just wanted to say, you don't have to worry about that. This is the GCP's problem, which is good because you just have to do whatever you like and whatever you're focused on, and they take care of that with me.
Exactly. I'm going to look towards the audience. This is your chance to ask Google questions. Well, it's Google advertising, so don't ask about your SEO or anything, but in case you have any questions about it, this is your chance. I think they're intimidated by you, Lydie. Okay, we got no questions, so well, I'm going to say thank you so much for being here with us today, even though it's virtual, and hopefully, I don't know, next year we can have you here in person. Yeah, not even in a few months, I'm there. Perfect. Thank you so much. Bye. Take care. Bye-bye.